All right, everyone, you didn't come here to hear me talk. We all know why we're here. This is a very important event, not just for the people involved, but for the entire school. People like Luke and Bob are the backbone of not just this school, but Jiu-Jitsu in its entirety. The people that show up regularly throughout the years, over and over again, through difficulties. Bob had a hole sawed in his chest and was out for months and came back. So that shows for all of us how important Jiu-Jitsu can be in our life, and somebody's willing to just even consider coming back after something like that shows a lot of heart, integrity, and dedication to Jiu-Jitsu, and I think we all know, or we're learning, how important that can be in our lives. So without further nonsense from me, I would like to promote Luke, black belt. Without further ado, Bob, come on up, sir. We're going to go with this happened simultaneously because we cannot determine the actual seniority of these two guys, and it's cool when you have somebody you completely come up with all together. They've been promoted to all the ranks within literally weeks of each other throughout their entire career, and it's good to have someone who's both a friend and a rival on the mats, and someone you can gauge yourself against, and someone you can talk to, things like that. And which a lot of you guys to remember, go ahead and pull them out while we do this, please, that these guys started Jiu-Jitsu, they were already old when they started Jiu-Jitsu. So when you young guys come in and you go, oh man, my body hurts, just imagine how they feel, especially after all these years that they're still putting their time in. They're not the guys who, they don't shirk away from any of their responsibilities here. They don't shirk away from putting the time in and asking questions and still being students even after all this time, and I know they'll both continue to do so. So let's just give one more hand to these gentlemen. Each of them an opportunity to speak if they care to. Luke, would you like to go first?
Just want to say thank you for everyone helping me along the way. Appreciate it.
I'll be more long-winded than Luke.
I was going to cry, so I stopped.
Yeah, because he would get emotional. And I thought about this week because I thought about, okay, this is a measurement of years of work. We kind of tallied together how many matches we had, just practicing, and it's like 6,000 something different matches over the years. And you think about all the different times, it's the totality of what you've gone through. And I thought about Jiu-Jitsu first. There's always things people say all the time. Like one thing is, you don't ever achieve anything in Jiu-Jitsu by yourself. So it's like you want to express gratitude to the people that helped you along the way. And that's like everybody has a part in your success in Jiu-Jitsu. It could fuel your ego to get good at something and to be able to do something well. Have someone walk in the door and be able to take someone that's athletic and handle them and do that. I mean, that could really fuel your ego, but you can't get there by yourself. So it's appropriate to express gratitude to the people that help you along the path. And if purpose for speaking, it's like I remember being a white belt or a blue belt when other people got promoted. I remember when Brian Fisher got his black belt, and he said at the time about it being one of the most significant moments in his life when he got promoted. And he was going to come up here, and unfortunately he wasn't able to make it. But Brian was probably the first teacher, him and Keith, that we had coming into the school. And just different people along the way. But I think Keith at one time had said the people that are good at jiu-jitsu are the people that didn't quit. When you do jiu-jitsu, you're going to have adversity. And you're going to have times when you have that guy that makes you feel like crap, like you can't do anything. And sometimes you'll feel like everybody's just taking it to you, and it's like you put all this time in, and it's difficult. And you get these obstacles, and you get obstacles from life, and you get all these things that happen. She shared a little bit about, everybody knows what I went through last year. I'm getting emotional. I wasn't gonna get emotional. But when I was, last year, I was brown belt, and then I had this heart surgery thing. And you had a lifestyle, and jiu-jitsu is so much a part of my life. And then last year I was like, man, I don't know what's going to happen in the next year. And I didn't know that, my whole life was going to be different, that I didn't know. I didn't really know I would be here. I didn't know for sure. I wanted to be, and I was thinking about how can I get back, knowing what I was going to go through. And I didn't know how bad it would be, and you have pressure from family and everybody, and it's yeah, you're old now, you got this thing, you got all this stuff, can you keep doing this? And I got to tell you, I really wanted to stay in jiu-jitsu, and it meant so much to me that when I was even considering about medical solutions and stuff, jiu-jitsu was part of my thought process of what will be the best situation for me to get back. And then when I was in the hospital, I was asking Mark if he had a picture because Mark and Luke, and Nate had come and visited, and I had the one picture where I have a fresh surgical scar, and we're standing there taking a picture, and I'm going like that, with these guys, and of course my wife was there, and I should thank her even though she's not here. Yeah, she doesn't love jiu-jitsu as much as I do. But and I was talking to the guys about getting back, and about I was making plans. I was in the hospital bed. I was making plans, and we were making plans together. And I was like, when I get back, I'm gonna have to start out and do this, do that, whatever, and stuff like that. And it made Karen kind of upset, to be honest, because she's like, you just had heart surgery, and now you're talking about jiu-jitsu. But that's how much I love jiu-jitsu. That knowing all that, knowing it was going to be difficult, knowing that I would have to start off slow, I could, for so many months like that, a 10-pound weight limit that I could lift. And sorry. But I'd start walking down the street every day. I'd go a little further. And I just kept trying to do more every single day, and then as soon as I could get in and start rolling and start training light, I started doing that. And but it won't be significant to the people that were here. But the first day when I came back, and I walked in the gym, I think it might have been a Wednesday night and stuff, and guys were here training and stuff, and I think I came in and I just watched that day, I think. And everybody stopped and came over and greeted me and stuff like that. And to me that was super powerful, because it's I thought, man, this is really something I just really care about. I care about these people, and it was validating. And then I started to come back and I roll, and I know I always say, hey, careful with the old guy with the heart thing as a going joke, but it's in the back of my mind all the time. It's there. And anyways, as time goes on, just keep doing the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And I didn't want to share this for the purpose of patting myself on the back, because I know it can sound that way. But I thought about it. It's like I went through this adversity situation, and it's like, but I didn't quit. Going back, like when, did Keith pop in or something? But when Keith said the people that get good at jiu-jitsu are the people that don't quit. But, I went through hard stuff. I can't think of that anybody here is going to have to go through anything that's going to be much more difficult, maybe, but if you don't quit, regardless of what happens, you keep going forward. If you have an obstacle, you find a solution. And you keep going forward, and you keep going forward, and you keep going forward, and you just keep doing the next thing. Figure out what it is and do it. You'll get there. No matter how difficult it might seem, you will get there, but you gotta not quit. So the people in jiu-jitsu, the people up here, the people that are part of this jiu-jitsu community, they're not quitters. They're special people. There's people that walk in this door, and 3 weeks later, you never see them again. Because they can't handle that their ego, that they got thrown around by a 135-pound kid that looks like Justin Bieber. They can't handle that. But this attitude and this lifestyle makes you a better human being. Because you understand what it's like to be the nail. And you overcome that, and it makes us all better together. So when we have a success, when someone's successful, when someone goes from white to blue, when someone does well in a tournament, when someone gets whatever promotion or whatever, it's appropriate that we celebrate together. Because my success is every bit everyone else's success here. We did this together. This belt could have 1,000 names on it of different things that were part of this journey. So I thank everyone. I thank my instructors, he's hiding back there. They got me into jiu-jitsu and kind of were with me along the way. I thank the people that humbled me when I needed humbling, that encouraged me when I needed encouragement. And I will strive as we go forward to be that mentor for others, to help everybody with their journey. And I plan on continuing with this jiu-jitsu journey. I love jiu-jitsu, and I want to keep learning and keep expanding and maintain being part of this life. So, sorry for all the time, and that's it. Thank you.